Hey all, as we are continuing in Azure DevOps with board work item day doing and until my last communication, whatever I did, a project creation related to all the different options in the Azure board we have completed. So today we are going to describe or discuss in depth about the mm, work items and or board. Uh, Based on these, the board work item, whatever we are going to discuss, actually, if we are working with Agile and Scrum board or CMM level 5, then how the board looks like we need to discuss, and what should be the hierarchy need to be maintained, that also we need to cover up. So let me share my screen to go ahead further, and if you are able to see, I am into some document I have taken here. Whenever we are working on a Agile process, and the Agile template looks like this when it comes to the dashboard. It is epic, then feature, then user story, that is called product backlog item or task. Okay, but for your clarification and in-depth knowledge, let me modify here little more. Whenever we are working in safe environment with agile plus agile plus Scrum, the board work items looks like this. We can derive, though I am going to give a detail, but let me, here it should be epic, then feature, then product PBI, product backlog item, then it should be user stories, then it will comes under task. Okay, this is comes when we are working with safe agile module, and this is normal whenever we are in agile. We have epic, then we have feature, then we have user story, and if we are working a Scrum board, then it is epics, feature, then product backlog item. And as I told, if we are in a safe agile with Scrum, then it should be epic, features, then PBIs, and then user stories. Then after that, we need to go ahead with task. Then if it is a CMM I level 5, then epics, feature, and that is called the requirement. What does mean each level? Epics, a large business initiative or theme that derives strategic value, usually span many features and multiple releases. So whenever it is coming to a epic does means a very large view of the program level details should be there, and uh, it should be managed by the portfolio manager or product managers. And whenever it is coming to feature, a large piece of functionality that contributes to the epic can span several sprints. It does feature does means we have a bunch of functionality which is taken from the epics, and based on that we can span these features, or we can distribute this feature in several sprints. That is called the feature, that is called board. Implement secure user authentication, and it is owned by product owner or project lead. Then after that we need to come to the user story, or yeah, user story means a small or deliverable piece of piece of functionality that provides value to the user, should fit within the sprint. And it is a focused means, let's see, we are have application, we have username, password, and one submit or login button. Then if I am giving the authentication detail, then the user should be login. So that is my expected behavior. So my goal is to be, I have UI UX done, then whatever the backend code, once I will enter the username, password, and the submit button, the login should be successful and the criteria should be submitted in the database. So this is occupied by the development team. The owner of this board is development team. In Agile, development team means the developer plus QAs. So this is all about what is the ownership of then task. And then come to the no then comes some to the task. Task is doesn't mean anything. Let's see, we have one user story. For that user story, as I discussed, let's see, we have a login screen which is having UI UX and all. Then I have a username, password, and I need to click hit the login, and I need to landed on the dashboard. So developer need to be develop this thing. So what is the time period they're looking for? For that, they need to create a task like a design development task, then a unit test case task. Then once that is done, the unit testing should be done from their end. And from QA perspective, test case design, test case review, and extra execution. There should be three tasks need to be get should be there into the board. So that is called the task level. So whenever it comes to the visual example of a epic, this is feature implement security authentication. Then you have a user story, as I want to create an account. Task, build the registration form. Task, create an API end. I want to log in with my credential. User story, then implement login form, configure the authentication logic. Then as a user, I want to reset my password, design the test email, then handle the reset token. So this is the like feature, or you just user label like picture of a epic, then feature, then user story and task. Now let me come to the Azure board, and here if you are able to see, I am into board, and whenever I came to board, I have two options here. One is feature, one is backlog item. As I told, whenever it is in Azure, then we have feature and backlog item. So in feature, let's see, I am working adding one item like create an UI for user, create an user interface for login to the Beans Kitchen platform, Beans Kitchen application. This is the and I need to add this. So it will be a feature label task is get created. Once you click over here, if you want to edit, you can edit it, move to column like in progress done or whatever it is. Move into the iteration, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, where you want to move this, means in which section this should be get done. That is there. Then I'll show you one by one. But add product backlog item. Then here we need to go ahead and I'll show you add bug, add test. If you want to delete, you can delete. Or if you want to create a branch, you also can go ahead. If you want to open it, click here. It should be looks like this. And let it load for a while. Yeah. So whenever you are going to a feature level, it is feature one, create UI for login, bin sketch and application is there. Here, whatever the details you needed for this feature, like first of all, you need UI, UX, design should be done. This is one user story. Two is um, like front end, front end, no, validation, like, no, let me put it user login, login functionality should be functionality developed and implemented. Then, then login functional developed and implemented, and DB database configuration. Configuration from UI to backend. Okay, then let me save, and there are two options. Either you can save and close. Let me save it. Once you save, it should be like this. Acceptance criteria is not required. Now, let me take these three product feature. Sorry. Let me take this three feature, and under this three feature, I need to add three backlog, add backlog items like let me go inside this and add. Here we have option new linked work item. Here work item type, you need to epic feature implement product backlog item. So here I am putting, let me keep this here. UI UX should be done for user interface for bin kitchen. UIX should be done. Okay. So I am adding this link, and here whatever the UI UX team need to be add the description. So saving this, then the second work item, then login functionality should be done. So this is another. If you are able to see here, our linked work item is getting increased. This child won't let me delete this. Okay. Now, because we previously added that, now let me go ahead and add the third one, that HTTP configuration from UI backend. So this is the third product backlog item in this. So I am putting this. Save it. And you are able to get 3 work item here, right? So this is in sprint 1. And if you go ahead, you have 3 work item linked. And who is the owner of this? They need to be assigned here. Let's see, I'm putting myself. So save it, and when it will start, you just put it. Let's see, I'm planning it to be started from 2 weeks after this, 17th, and end should be, this feature is going to completed within 2 sprints. So I'm putting this. Then acceptance criteria is not required here, so I'm putting it like this. Priority, this should be priority 1. Effort, what is the effort? It is taking 3 user story, 4 user story, whatever. I'm putting 3 PBIs, so I'm putting business value. If you want business value, it is critical measure you need to add. This is value area business. Time criticality also you can put it, decided by the views. So now you need to save it. Now you come to the sprint. Okay, let me go to backlog items. See, if you are able to see, we have the 3. This is initially I put, so it is coming like early. So I deleted it, but it is still there. Let me delete from the board. So we have 3 user story created in backlog item, and this need to be get approved by the product owner based on the time and health. Let's see. Let me open this UI UX design. So let's see whom we need to assign. Let this is, and we need to tag like it is a UI UX user experience story, and whenever it is coming to new, it is new, and there is a new backlog item, priority put to 1, and here you on description you can put directly like the UI UX is designed in such a way there should have have some kitchen work items with bins, kitchen should be a work item with title Beans kitchen should be on the mid of the page. We have a small square box with user name down to that password and down to that login. Right mid of the page. Fine. So these are the acceptance criteria, like the title should be at the center of the page. Then under what should be the text style and text that should be there. Then means user style, sorry, text style should be mentioned as per schema. Then user login credential, it should be right middle of the page as per the design. Then verify the text style and wording and verify if that is matching, then this PBI is passed. So I am putting here the acceptance criteria, and based on that you can go ahead and design your test case. And here if you say it is linked to the feature. Now under this you can add a task, like let's see, we have UI UX. So in this we can add our work item type like task. In task, let's see, UI UX design. So this is the title, add this link. So it is anyone who is apart from the project who is coming from UI UX design that should be there. And in description, we should program label followed by the Figma link. Whatever the link you have, you can put it here. Well, for current sake, I don't have any links, so let me just put a reference link like that. Figma link you can also add like this. Figma or any UI UX design tool you are using, that you need to add and save it. So your task is get created, and it is always priority one, remaining whatever the working hour you want to take. If you need 16 hours for design and all, then put the activity, like it is a design activity, so I'm putting design. And blocked if you have any dependency, or you are not getting the Figma design is done in the link, then you can put a blocked or dependency as per the. So this is all about the task. So in this way, if you will go ahead, um, the sprint board, let me go to the sprint board. Okay. So here you will get like this unparented 16. This should be actually here. Okay. So that is already deleted, but it is by default coming. So this is user interface UI UX. So here I have it. It is in to-do state right now. And whatever the hour, you can also, if you want to change as a designer, you need more after discussion with your sprint call, you can change the hours as well. If you want to reduce it into 10 hours or you increase to 20 hours, you can put it. So this is all about the started. Whenever you start, mark it as an in progress, and your board will be looks like this. If it is done, then you just drag and drop it done, so this sign will be get done. So this is all the process how a board is maintained from one backlog to a sprint board, and how the tax is going one by one, and it is designed. So this is all about board, backlog, and sprint. Whatever we discussed, it is like whatever feature. Then this is feature. Under this feature, whatever the PBI, product backlog items we have designed, based on this product backlog item, we have designed the task, and we have assigned the user, and how it is linked, I also mentioned, and how we need to progress whenever we started working, what is the estimation it is up to mark or not, that should be get decided. So this is all about like product feature and product backlog item. As we discussed here in this document, feature, then PBIs. Okay. So, and it is a kind of a agile, Scrum. So this is all about feature, user story, and all. And we need to follow this. I show you this hierarchy as well. So board, backlogs, level structure, epics, feature, user stories, or PBIs. And whenever epics means it time frame months to quarters, and feature means multiple sprint. User sprint means in a single story. Task means in days or hours you can take. So it is all about the Azure board, how we manage feature and product backlog items or user stories, how to assign the task, and how we need to proceed. So, thanks and have a great day.